back to the hero's turn. We'll have the Wandering Minstrel go first. Now he's pretty far away. I kinda regret putting him so far back, but I think he can still be of use. We'll have him go 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually there, he only needs to go that way. And he can start striking at that Misthound. With his strength, 1 blue, 1 red, plus another blue, another red. Now remember, the Misthound has now a buffed armor of 2 static stars because we defeated a mini-boss. And I only get 2 stars, so that's 1 shot failed. Second shot. Still fail. Oh, no. The Wandering Minstrel has Feint. That reduces the armor of the opponent by 1 star. So both those attacks went through. Second attack, or third attack. 2 stars, that gets him again. And that'll defeat him. Just like that. Giving him 1 threat, which we'll take from the Herald. So now the Minstrel and the Herald have 1, and the Ranger has 3. I think we will spend his last movement to go over to the treasure, and we can spend an action to use our key and open the treasure. Using the key lets us draw 2 treasure cards and add them to our backpack. And these are not that great. We got a glittering candle and an amethyst crystal shard. 2 will weapons, or 2 will items. Let's see, the glittering candle gives you a red dice to your will. It says flicker. Teleport, choose an empty square anywhere within 10 squares of line of sight, place the model affected by teleport in this square. So this person just teleports themselves somewhere. And the amethyst crystal shard is a red will, an action point, and lets you use princess power. It is a magic attack that does wave 2 and knockdown. Now I think this will actually be pretty good for the Celestial Herald. See, she already has the fizzy beverage, which gives her an action point, and this will give her an extra will. Now, of all the characters here, nobody uses will as an offensive trait, but the Celestial Herald can use will as a defensive trait. She has the shield icon next to her will stat. So this will actually give her a boost while still giving her the 1 extra action. And if need be, she has princess power, so when she's surrounded, I guess. That'll be 3 red dice. It's not too shabby. But they go into the backpack for now. During our power up phase, we can equip them onto our heroes. This treasure is now gone and looted. And that support action will cause the Wandering Minstrel to gain another threat. So 2 threat for the Minstrel, 2 for the Ranger, 1 for the Herald. And those are all of his actions. So the next hero to go shall be the Ranger, because I want the Herald ready for whatever comes next. So we'll move this. We'll go 1. Does she have Surefoot? Yes, she totally does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now remember, entering a new tile makes Explore cards happen. So we'll draw the top card of the Explore deck and see what we find. A pathing error. All models may move through walls. Line of sight is still blocked as normal. Okay. That's interesting, I suppose. I'll leave this right here in the corner so I do not forget that it is affecting this tile. That was 6. And I might as well move 7 towards that chest. And I can shoot at the salt pillar. I don't want it to spawn again, so I might as well. The Ranger's dexterity, 2 blue, 1 red, plus 2 more blue. 2 stars, 3 stars. That will destroy the Salt Pillar. When it goes down, we'll place a princess coin right there. We'll give the Glimmerdusk Ranger another threat. We'll take that from the Herald and 1 from the Minstrel. So now she has 4. Remember, destroying a spawn is 2 threat. And actually, opening the treasure chest was 2 threat. So the Wandering Minstrel actually had 3 threat. Or he had 4 threat. So by the end of this, Wandering Minstrel will have 2 threat, Ranger will have 3, I believe. Something I did neglect though was this Explorer card has a creep spawn on it. We'll have 1 creep go onto this tile, which means we'll have a single Rattle Bone spawn within 2 of the spawn point. Didn't change anything, but now we have an extra little guy to shoot at. A Rattle Bone only has 2 strength, or 2 stars for strength, 0 armor, range of 1, 1 hit point. They're grabby and insignificant. So we're just gonna take that out of the way right now. 1, 2, 1 plus 1, 1. And yeah, totally no problem. Get that out of the way. You were very insignificant. So we won't get a loot card because we killed it. But we'll still get a threat. So now the Ranger has 4, Minstrel has 1. With that, she can't really do much else. So she'll wait there. And that'll be the turn. So during the power up phase, we'll get a mini boss. And that mini boss will be Shadow Mode Candy. We'll place her onto where the spawn point was. Shadow Mode Candy has 3 stars for strength, 2 armor, 3 range, 6 health, 6 movement, 3 action points. She's immune to status effects, and she has Dark Radiance as a passive. All offensive rolls and defensive rolls against a model with Dark Radiance reduce the result by 1. So in actuality, she's got like 4 armor. That isn't really how it works out, but you know what I mean. And she's got a signature ability, Shadow. Play Shadow Mode Candy adjacent to the hero with the most wrath. She just appears there. She's got Dark Howling, Wave 3 Ice. But I think we're gonna be okay. You know, with the Celestial Herald being as strong as she is, there's no way that we can lose. The monsters will do move, unique, fight, spawn. And that's actually going to be really bad for us. Because if you remember, the spawn that we're dealing with on the other side of the board is the Shallow Grave spawn. Now remember, we split this spawn up between the first and the third tile. So we've killed half of them. But with that spawn command, that spawn will spawn every monster that's available to it. So everything that we dealt with here will now move all the way back to the third spawn. Meaning we'll have an entirely fresh, full spawn of the Shallow Grave. But let's do this in order. First, the mini boss. She will move towards the Glimmerdusk Ranger, trying to get within range of 3. No problem. Then, all the other elites and creeps from the other tile, the third tile which you cannot see right here, we'll move them. Because since our Ranger is on this second tile, this third tile is now considered active, meaning that these guys can totally start moving. So, we've got these 2 Dread Knights with movements of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These acolytes, mages will go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do unique actions. And Shadow Mode Candy is Shadow. She'll place herself adjacent to the hero with the most wrath. And she'll perform Dark Howling, Wave 3 with Ice. So her strength is 3. Glimmerdusk Ranger's armor is 3 blue, 1 red. And if she fails, she'll get ice. 3 stars, which protects against it. Oh wait, but Shadow Mode Candy has that Dark Radiance. All offensive and defensive rolls made against the model with Dark Radiance reduce the stars by 1. So really I just rolled 2 stars. So 1, I get hit, and 2, I have ice. Onto the Glimmerdusk Ranger. Well, that's not too bad. And then the unique actions of the other cards, of the other monsters on the 3rd tile. Let's see. Cursed Blade. It's simply an action that does Bane and Hex. Not important. The Dust Acolytes. Tide of Bones. Wave 3 Rays. Nope. Nothing else matters. And then Fight. Mini Boss. She will do her 3 actions. Because she already performed her signature action, she doesn't do that again. Not that it matters in this case, because her signature action is simply supportive. But 3 attacks at strength 3. 1, fail. 2, pass. 3, fail. So 2 fails means 2 more damage. The Glimmerdusk Ranger has 2 health left. And then of course, these guys cannot be bothered to be within range. And then spawn. So spawning will cause the Shallow Grave to take 1 point of damage, and we will spawn everything else. So the Necromancer, and all the little bone buddies here. They all just come back. We haven't seen them in so long. And that'll be the turn. We're now heading into the 2nd act of Super Dungeon Explorer, of this game here. Things are picking up quite fast. We got rid of the 1st tile, everything seemed peachy, but now we've got a whole new tile ahead of us with a full spawn and a new mini boss. We'll see how we fare.